Good evening. Good evening and welcome. Family, friends, faculty, staff, and administrators to the AC Valley 2025 Commencement Ceremony. I present this senior class for graduation and would like to say that I'm very proud of this group of people. I spent the last 6 years with this class. Oh, how the time has passed. I think it's been a very positive relationship building time. We've worked through the good times and the bad times and the challenging times together. Parents, I want to say thank you. You've done a fantastic job. These are a wonderful group of young people, and I wish each and every one of you the very best in your future endeavors. At this time, would you please rise and join me in honoring our country as we play our national anthem, which will then be followed by our school's alma mater. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
It is with great pleasure to introduce this year's salutatorian, Olivia Hartzell. Some of you may know her as Liv, or Liver, or even as May's twin sister. She is the daughter of Amy and Alex Hartzell of Emlenton. She is a member of the softball team and has been awarded second team all-conference twice. She is also a member of National Honor Society, president of Student Council, and a chief science officer. Outside of school, she has been actively involved in Venango County 4-H for over 10 years, showing pigs. In her free time, she enjoys going on sheets runs, butchering, hunting, and spending time with family and friends. After high school, she plans to attend Penn State University to major in agriculture, get a good paying job, marry the love of her life, have a family and a small farm, along with a butcher shop with her sister. I've had the pleasure of knowing Liv for the past 13 years. After all those years, I could not tell you a time I've seen her without a smile on her face. She is one of the kindest, pure-hearted souls I have ever met. From being my partner in class to my throwing partner on the softball field, we have grown very close throughout the years. Out of all the time we spent together, I've had no doubt that she would be a successful person, not only succeeding now, but continuing to succeed throughout her entire life. She is intelligent, hardworking, who continues to strive for greatness no matter the situation. Her leadership skills, work ethic, and dedication haven't went unnoticed, which is why she is so deserving of this honor. Not only is she a great friend, but a great person overall, and I know she will continue to be her wonderful self throughout the entirety of her life. Now, would you please join me in welcoming our 2025 salutatorian, Olivia Hartzell.
Thank you, Ava. Hello, everyone. On behalf of the AC Valley class of 2025, I would like to welcome all faculty, family, friends, and those watching down over us at tonight's graduation ceremony. For those of you who don't know me, I am Olivia Hartzell. I am a sister, a young lady of faith, a teammate, a 4-H'er, an ag supporter, salutatorian, and today I will add a new title as well as my classmates before me, a high school graduate. To be completely honest with you all, I have rewritten this speech countless times and even watched many speeches on TikTok, and I probably still won't get it right. But luckily, I'm not getting graded on this, so I hope you at least get something meaningful out of it, or at least a laugh. Over my many drafts, there have been reoccurring themes, being all of our high school memories, to all of the people that I owe this moment to, and the future that is to come. I was also thinking about the delicious restaurant our families will hopefully take us to after this graduation for this huge milestone in our lives. This moment is not just about people giving speeches and listening to all of the cliches. It's about us, the battles we have conquered, the accomplishments we've made, and the memories we will always share, like the iPad cart incident, the towel story, anatomy class with Alpha Sigma Jr., rest in peace, winning Turkey Bowl, sports achievements, seeing Miss Raybuck fall on the bus on the senior trip, Ava's cat shiesty mask during softball practices, convincing teachers we needed a study hall day even when we didn't, and the bus driver, Chem Chronicles, Canada, the slide PTO lady, and late nights in the garage during deer season playing euchre, Canada, and now our next and final memory we will all have together is graduating. This moment would not have been made possible without our friends to make the long days more fun, our teachers for always rooting for us, and our families who have never once left our sides. To my friends, thank you for being by my side through the good days and the bad. I will always cherish the sheets runs and the late night life talks, as well as the funny stories I would have to share if we would have been able to remember them all. Teachers, I truly believe that sometimes it is not the material that is handed to you that teaches you, but the conversations we have during class that makes you realize that you guys are human too. You want us to succeed, and we thank you for standing up for us. I'm especially grateful for God who has led me to where I am today, and I ask that He watch over us as we all embark on this new chapter. To all of the parents in this room, thank you. You officially have an adult sitting down here waiting to take on life. Mom and Dad, thank you for not letting me drop out or go online my freshman year. Thank you for teaching me how to be a good human in this world and that I can do anything. For watching me on the sidelines when I play good softball or on the days when I don't. Thank you for all you have done for me and given up for me, for being by my side every step of the way supporting me, but most importantly, for making my best friend my sister. May. You have been there every step of the way and more. We have laughed, cried, yelled, chased each other with sharp objects, tried to choke each other out. But through it all, you've been the best friend anyone could ever ask for, even though I didn't ask for you. I guess God just knew I needed someone who would be mistaken for me and us mistaken as twins. May, I love you, and just know you will most likely end up being the maid of honor at my wedding as long as you stop stealing all of my clothes in which she is wearing my dress tonight. My favorite TV show, How I Met Your Mother, has taught me a lot about life over the last 3 times I have watched it the whole entire way through. The show is about a man named Ted oversharing his whole life story to his kids. But in the show, there are so many maybes and what ifs. I'm going to quote the show a few times and then list a few of our possible outcomes. You will be shocked, kids, how easy it is to part ways with people forever. That's why when you find someone you want to stick around, you do something about it. Future Ted. Maybe we'll all still be best friends after we graduate. Maybe we'll reach out once in a while, or maybe you'll never talk to these people ever again. Have you met my apartment? Barney Stinson. Maybe you'll live in a house. Maybe you'll live in an apartment, or maybe you'll end up living in your mom's basement forever. You never know. I love my job, and I worked really hard to get here, and I'm not going to give it up just because it's not convenient. Robin Scherbatsky. Maybe you will have a job. Maybe you'll be self-employed, or maybe you'll even get fired. Lily, there are a million reasons why I love you. You make me laugh, and you take care of me when I'm sick. You're sweet, caring, and you even created an egg dish and named it after me. But the main reason is that you're my best friend, Marshall Erickson. Maybe you'll find the love of your life. Maybe you'll get divorced, or maybe you'll be single. You're gonna screw up. That's what being a parent is. But you keep showing up, and that's what matters. Maybe you will have kids. Maybe you won't be able to. Or maybe you just don't want to. Life is gonna throw us curveballs, but like these 5, if you have good friends, you'll make it through. Through the wins, the losses, being called mom and dad, losing a parent. Whatever you do in life, it's only legendary if your friends are there to see it. Barney Stinson. Class of 2025. I hope you know that I am truly proud of each and every one of you, and I'm not just saying that. I hope we all succeed in our own ways on our own time and get the most out of life. Our class is small, but I feel we all get along fairly well and are all there for each other when we need it. So as we take in this last night, don't forget to live in these moments. And if you want to talk to these people after high school, you should probably get their number tonight. Because who knows if Snapchat will grow old with us or if our kids will be telling us we're too old to use it. Don't be afraid to reach out. For me, I can't wait to see what the future has to hold and what the world has in store for us. AC Valley, thank you for these friendships and opportunities, but for the class of 2025, we are out of here. Thank you.
Major Elisa McMenemy was a 2006 graduate of AC Valley. She went on to earn her doctorate in pharmacy from the University of Pittsburgh in 2012. She was commissioned as an officer in the U.S. Army in 2014, where she has been serving for the last 11 years. She completed her pharmacy PGY1 residency at Madigan Army Medical Center in Fort Lewis, Washington in 2019, and was promoted to the rank of major in 2020. She has completed assignments at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, with her husband and 3 young sons, and serves as Assistant Chief of Pharmacy at a Level 3 trauma center. Please welcome Miss Elisa McMenemy.
Good evening, parents, teachers, loved ones, and most of all, the graduating class of 2025. Today is a milestone, one that marks the ending of one chapter and the quiet beginning of another. But before you all rush to turn the page, I would like to invite you to take a moment to pause, breathe, and take this all in. You did it. I am also aware that I am one of the few remaining obstacles standing between you and the moment that you are awarded your hard-earned diplomas. So I promise that I will keep my comments brief. It is my absolute pleasure to be able to be here to speak to you all tonight. Although I must confess that not shy of 20 years ago, I sat in those seats after intentionally not running for class president my senior year because there was no way that I was going to give a speech at graduation. I've learned that some destinies just cannot be outrun. Now, if you'll allow me a few minutes, I would like to offer a handful of advice from other lessons that I've learned along the way. Not because I have all the answers, but because I have lived just long enough to know which questions matter. Questions like, who are my people? Over the coming years, you all will likely become many different versions of yourself. Some versions good, and some left wanting. Look around and take notice of the people that stick by your side through these different seasons. These are your people. Hold on to them. And remember to listen. Listen not with the intent to respond, but instead to understand. Listen to these people, the ones that love you, because they most likely have your best intentions at heart. But also learn to listen to people that think differently than you do. They are the ones that will help you grow. Listen to silence. It will help you find your peace and calm in this crazy world. And listen to your own inner voice, especially when it's quiet and unsure. It often knows more than you think. I listened to my own inner voice when it said, prove them wrong, when I was told that I would never get into a highly competitive pharmacy program as a graduate of small town AC Valley. So I proved them wrong. I listened to my own inner voice again when it said, this isn't right, when I was miserable in a job for a profit-seeking corporation after college, which led me to the Army Recruiter's Office and a career that has taken me around the world and has allowed me to positively impact thousands of people. And I listened to my inner voice when it said, you are brave enough. When I jumped out of my first airplane after the man that I now call my husband, which led me to hundreds of adventures, like climbing Mount St. Helens and skydiving over the pyramids in Egypt. If you listen to that inner voice, you will be surprised by the power it holds. The second lesson that I have is simple. You learned it in kindergarten. Be kind. It sounds so easy in practice, but at times it can be one of the hardest things and the most powerful things that you can do. You all are going to forget 1,000 facts about high school, but the way that you made others feel is going to echo for years to come. So I encourage you to walk through this world with an abundance of grace. Grace for other people and grace for yourselves. Third, don't fear not knowing. So many of you are going to be stepping into this world thinking that you need to have a plan. something tidy to talk about at family dinners or college interviews. But the truth is, life is rarely tidy. Be open to uncertainty. Stay curious. I can promise you that some of the best decisions you will ever make are going to start with, I'm not sure, but let's find out. Fourth, choose your values before you choose your path. I often find that when I am the most stressed is when I have strayed the farthest from my core values. In these moments, I encourage you to reflect on what truly matters to you and use those values as a compass back to the right path. This world is going to offer you so many different definitions of success. Things like money, or status, or influence. Decide early what truly matters to you and allow that to be your compass. Fifth, protect your time and your attention. This world is going to try and distract you. Every app, every headline, every click. The world knows the value of your time. But your time, it's your life. And no amount of money can buy you more time. So spend it where your heart feels most alive. And finally, know this. It is okay to change. It is okay to grow. It is okay to outgrow people and places and even versions of yourself. Growth is not betrayal. It is actually the most honest thing that you can do. So class of 2025, I hope this advice serves you well. You are the authors of your own story now. Write boldly. Stay curious. Be kind. Make mistakes and learn from them. Ask questions. And remember that every journey begins with a single step. You are ready, even if you don't feel ready. And that is how every worthy journey begins. Congratulations, and go well. Thank you.
Cora is the daughter of Mike and Julie Waggle of Parker. She has been involved with music all of her life and was this year's drum major of the marching band. Cora is also active in the 4-H Electrotex Club and holds the role as president. She is the president of the class of 2025, as well as the vice president of the National Honor Society. In her free time, she enjoys baking and having her nose in a good book. She will be attending East Carolina University in the fall for neuroscience. Cora has one of the most intelligent minds I know, and I also know for a fact that she will succeed in everything that she does, as well as make us and her family very proud. Without further ado, it is with great honor and privilege that I introduce to you our 2025 valedictorian, Cora Waggle.
Thank you, Liv. Good evening, parents, friends, family, teachers, and of course, the reason we are all here, the AC Valley class of 2025. I am honored to be able to stand before you on this stage tonight as the class valedictorian. Before we jump in, I beg that you bear with me as I struggle to fit 13 years into an 8-minute speech. And I actually timed this speech when I was practicing, so someone pull out their stopwatch and see if I'm consistent. Let me know at the end. I want to start off tonight by telling a short story. Well, it's not really short, but I'll make it short. A long time ago, and by long, I mean 13 years, we saw the year 2025 and thought, gee, that's really far away. Fast forward to our first day of high school, and that thought changed too. Can May 28th ever come soon enough? And now here we are on May 28th, thinking, wow, where did the time go? Over these past 13 years, we've experienced countless firsts and lasts together, but none of it would have been possible without the unwavering support of our teachers, parents, and friends. Now, I want to preface what I'm about to say by pointing out that I have attended a lot of PMEA festivals, and each one of those concerts have started out with that one person and their mile-long thank you list. I will never forget sitting there on those stages thinking, oh my gosh, when will this concert actually start? And unfortunately for you all today, I am now that person. It is only okay when I do it. Just joking, maybe. But I do want to thank a few special teachers and faculty members. Mrs. Loeb, for being endlessly patient with our questions and issues. Miss Runyon, who always teaches with a smile and a kind heart. Mr. Green, who made my last marching band season unforgettable. Mr. Hummel, for always believing in every single one of us and being one of the kindest souls I'll ever have the pleasure to know. Mrs. Lowry, for putting up with our excuses about why we couldn't sing during first period choir, even though we all signed up for choir voluntarily. Mrs. Tammy Davis, for being my rock throughout high school. And Mr. Fight, for always letting me hang out in the library when I didn't want to go to study hall. These are just a few examples. Every teacher we've had has left a lasting impact. To all the teachers, staff, and family members in the audience tonight, thank you. Thank you for pushing us when we needed it, for supporting us through the ups and downs, and for planting kindness and knowledge in our hearts. On a personal note, I want to thank the people closest to me. To my mom, thank you for showing me what it means to keep going, even when no one thinks you can. To my dad, thank you for teaching me what real strength looks like and shaping me into the person I am today. To Brock, thank you for always being just one phone call away and constantly giving me reality checks, even when I do not want them. To Abby, thank you for being the big sister I never had. To my grandma, thank you for showing up to every event and for always being in my corner. And to my grandpa, who even though you aren't here, thank you for always being the reason I'll reach for the stars, because I know you are always up there watching over me. Now to the class of 2025. Guys, we made it. Back in 2012, none of us really knew each other. They took about 50 5-year-olds, put them in 3 classrooms with 1 adult in each room, and said, well, I hope this goes well. 13 years later, here we are. And what an incredible journey it has been. Though we're each headed in different directions, and though some of us may never cross paths again after tonight, what will always remain are the memories that keep us interlinked. That 7th grade year we never finished due to COVID. A JFK brawl in US 2 our sophomore year. Hayden burning all the bacon during senior breakfast. Winning Turkey Bowl for the first and last time. The bathroom Sharpie bandits. camping out in Mrs. Raybuck's front yard, Mrs. Raybuck falling on the senior trip bus, and driving the bus and leaving clothing items in the bus bathroom, and of course, graduating. Graduation marks the end of the story we've been writing together since kindergarten. Now it's time for each of us to start writing new ones. But before we worry about what's coming next, let's take a second to be present, right here, right now. This year has been filled with lasts. Our last joke of the day from Mrs. White, our last walk through these halls. But all these lasts are making space for new beginnings. And while new things can be exciting, they can also be scary. Some of us cannot wait to leave. Others wish we had just a little more time. Either way, I believe in every single person in this class. The AC Valley class of 2025 is going to do amazing things. We'll be doctors, teachers, pharmacists, radiology technicians, physicists, moms, dads, and so much more. As for me, I'll be heading to East Carolina University to study neuroscience with the goal of becoming a neurosurgical physician assistant. We are all going different directions, but we'll write each chapter of our lives using lessons we've learned right here together in this building. These are lessons that go beyond the classroom, and some might argue are more exciting than the most exciting topics, like history. Education goes farther than simply learning nouns and multivariable calculus. Within these walls, we learned how to collaborate, how to fall, and get back up again. Even after we graduate, whether you are continuing on to pursue higher levels of knowledge or have no idea what you're doing after you leave and just want to lead the best life you can, education never stops. New ideas and new histories are constantly being explored and written. Don't stop learning simply because you aren't being graded for it. You don't need a classroom to continue growing. When I was writing this speech at 11 p.m., I knew I wanted to include something from my childhood. So I went with some words of wisdom from one of the greatest academic minds, Winnie the Pooh, who once said, "You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." As I close this evening, and my fellow graduates and I walk out of this gym for the last time as students, and the first time as Allegheny Clarion Valley alumni, I want to leave my classmates with this. You are sitting here in front of me, so that means you have survived every single thing you thought you wouldn't. You are brave, you are strong, you are smart, and we are graduated. Thank you.
Students before you have met the graduation requirements set forth by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Allegheny Clarion Valley School Board. All seniors have accumulated 24 credits, participated in the state assessments, and have completed a senior project. The goal of the AC Valley School District is to support all students as they develop into productive citizens within our communities. Along this educational journey, AC Valley has developed a course of study that is aligned to the state standards and relevant to the community that we live in. These students have all been actively engaged in their own success by working with teachers who taught relevant subject matter that is meaningful and will provide a basis of lifelong learning opportunities. I assure these graduates that your school district has followed a commitment of excellence on your behalf. With this education, these students are prepared to enter the workforce, the military, or continue on with their studies at a post-secondary institution. Graduates, we ask that you go out and work hard to achieve your dreams. Your personal lifelong goals can be achieved through hard work and planning. Know that you have the tools and the support system to do anything that you'd like. To the parents, to the graduates, the guardians, and the teachers, I would like to thank all of you for your ongoing support and encouragement that you provided these students throughout their years. As a result of our cooperative efforts, I'm sure these young men and women are graduating with a very solid foundation to build future successes. At this time, I'd like to recognize our students who have worked overtime to accomplish curricular and extracurricular goals. If you went to the Career Center, played a varsity sport, sang in the choir, played in a band, or participated in a club, can you please stand at this time? Thank you. Graduates wearing the Gould cords have maintained a 93% grade point average for each of their 4 years at high school. The students wearing the Gould sashes are also members of the National Honor Society. These students did this while being actively involved in extracurricular activities, working and taking an advanced course of study. Can I please have you stand at this time? Thank you. The graduates wearing the maroon and silver honor cords have been inducted into the Clarion County Career Center Honor Society. The requirements for this honor society is to maintain at least a 96% grade point average during their junior and senior year. In addition to the honor society, these students also scored proficient rating on the NOCD exam. Can I please have you stand at this time? Thank you. The graduates wearing the green and white cords are being recognized for their service in 4-H. 4-H are kids in every corner of America. There are over 500,000 volunteers, 3,500 4-H professionals, mentoring over 6 million 4-Hers. Can I please have you stand at this time? We also have members of the Electrotechs who are part of the National Robotics Club in this class. These students logged hundreds of hours and have traveled and competed in many robotics competitions. Can we please have you stand at this time? Graduates wearing the blue and silver honor cords are being recognized for their AmeriCorps program work. These students have served as tutors at our elementary school. They've worked with over 100 students and have achieved financial rewards in doing so. They put in over 3,000 hours, and this is our grassroots efforts to encourage students to pursue a career in education. Can I please have you stand at this time? We are also recognizing an Eagle Scout this evening who is wearing the red, white, and blue cord. This is the highest rank that is attainable in the Boy Scouts of America. The title of Eagle Scout is the pinnacle of achievement in the Boy Scouts of America program and presents exceptional leadership, character, and service. Only a small percentage of Scouts ever reach this prestigious ranking. Andrew Stevenson, can I have you stand at this time? Next, we're recognizing our chief science officers. The CSOs are students who are demonstrated interest in science, technology, engineering, and math. CSOs are elected by their peers to be liaisons for STEM and innovation in their schools and our communities. Can we please have you stand at this time? And the final student I would like to recognize is Caleb Burke, who is enlisted in the Army National Guard. He will be serving the military this fall. Caleb, great job. In closing, we recognize that tonight's ceremony is a celebration not only for the graduates, but also their families. Keep in mind that we will be presenting our diplomas according to rows, in which we invite you to take photographs when your child row is called. And we ask of your cooperation in 2 areas. First, move forward and return only when your child row is called. And second, stay low so that you don't obstruct the view of others. In conclusion, these graduates have fulfilled all the academic requirements established by the state of Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Clarion Valley School Board, and I'm very proud to be presenting the graduating class of 2025. And at this time, can I have Dr. Jordan, Mrs. Logue, and members from the school board please join me on stage for the awarding of the diplomas.
I now invite family and friends wishing to take pictures of the graduates seated in the first row to please come forward at this time. Bailey Sue Wingard, Vice President. Olivia Ann Hartzell, Treasurer. Ava Page Snyder, Secretary. Keegan Alexander Allworth. Hayden Sean Armagost. Michael Ryan Belisco. Caleb James Burke. Riley Kathleen Causey. I now invite family and friends wishing to take pictures of the graduates seated in the second row to please come forward at this time. Jaden Nicole Corson. Peyton Elizabeth Duffy. Simeon Ross Elder. Austin Paul Etzel. Dalton Francis Etzel. Sean Allen Everett. Wayne Paul Finley. Cameron Joseph Iorio. Chance Lee Kiefer. I now invite family and friends wishing to take pictures of the graduates seated in the third row to please come forward at this time. Nathan James Kennedy. Owen Richard Creer. Sebastian David Link. Abigail Elaine McFadden. Skyanne Elizabeth Moan. Ella June Myers. Ryan Keith Palmer. Jaden Ayana Capucci. Bailey Grace Pence. I now invite family and friends wishing to take pictures of the graduates seated in the fourth row to please come forward at this time. Drake Nathaniel Pope. Colton Derek Rogers. Chase Jason Root. Ronnie Aletha Schaefer. Jalen Isaiah Smith. Andrew Charles Stewart Stevenson. Samantha Joanne. Noah Matthew Will. I now invite family and friends wishing to take pictures of the president of the class of 2025 to please come forward at this time. Cora Elizabeth Weigel.
Will my classmates please stand? The Allegheny Clarion Valley class of 2025 has officially graduated.